Alrighty, everyone. Lauren's here with the child.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Hello. So, yesterday there was a tournament, and but for a couple of points on that little MMR rating, I assume is what that little thing on the far right-hand corner is, she would have placed. And I'm super excited for her, super happy for her. So I said, you know what, kiddo? We're doing a deck profile of your dinosaur deck.
Yay.
So, main deck, extra deck, side deck. We're going to start, obviously, with the main deck. Of course, we have our 3 drawer egg tokens. But that's kind of thing. Alright, kiddo. Here you go. I will let you put everything out. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah.
You can just put it right there.
Draculio.
Hey, yeah. What does that do?
It's basically just a tuner. That's all you're concerned.
There you go. It's just your tuner.
It's a tuner. That's all you're concerned. Don't really mind its effect unless you're playing Drax.
Yep.
Dark Red Mad Flame Kaiju.
Yep. What's so awesome about this?
It's a kaiju.
It's a kaiju, Dad.
I should not have to explain kaiju.
You just kaiju everything, and
Yeah.
it's searchable with Overraptor.
Yeah. Dinosaur Fingertops.
Everyone knows what this does.
Yeah.
If they have monsters and you don't, boom, you put it out there, and then you say, hey, bye-bye something on the board. Doesn't matter what.
Exactly.
There's a reason it got limited to 1. Oh dear God! Imagine if it was like unlimited again.
Oh God, that would be mayhem. That would be mayhem when we know it.
All right.
Giant Rex.
Giant Rex. What does that one do, kiddo?
If it's banished, if it's banished, you can summon it back again with a. Wait, how much attack does it gain per?
It's like 200 attack per banished dinosaur.
200 attack per banished dinosaur.
Yep, there you go.
Amador Darksaur.
Yep. We finally got a second one. Because
Yeah.
I know in some previous videos from like way back when I started the channel when I was running some dinosaur, I only had 1 Archosaur. But now we got a second one for you.
Yeah, finally. We can do 1 for 1 now. Or I guess we could have always done 1 for 1, but it's easier to do 1 for 1 now.
Yeah, because if you get the Archosaur in your opening hand, that's not what you want because you want to be able to summon it with Miscellaneousaurus. So just on the off chance you get the 1, you have Archosaur. You put 2 of them in your deck, so the odds of drawing both of them in the opening hand are abysmal. So
yeah,
that's the idea there.
Sylving Overraptor.
I got 3 of them things. 3 of them things.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best cards in the deck aside from Tyranno.
Jesus Christ, this thing does so many things. Claire, what does it do?
The only one that I've ever been using, because I never really read the other one. I never really read the other part. I'm just like, alright, it searches good.
Yep, it searches. That's the big thing it does. But let's just say you've got Lost World up and you've got a level 4 lower Jura Egg token on your opponent's side of the field. You can use his effect, destroy it, and bring out one of your level 4 lower dinosaurs. So there you go. Soul Eating Overraptor does a lot. No dinosaur deck can afford not to run it.
Some very fancy Miscellaneousaurus.
Yep. Oh yeah, we got the bling-tastic,
Fancy.
the fancy pants Miscellaneousaurus, and the meme. Have you read Miscellaneousaurus, Claire?
Basically, you chuck this into the graveyard to protect your dinosaurs, though that's not really what you're concerned about, I guess. And it can protect you against Nibiru. But what you're mainly concerned about is you chuck it in the graveyard, banish it from the graveyard using its effect to grab Archosaur.
Yes. That's the big combo play, but a lot of people forget that it protects your dinosaurs too.
Oh, trust me, I forget that too.
The big head honcho of the deck.
Oh yeah, this is Tyranno.
Ultimate Conductor Tyranno shuts everything down.
Pretty much.
As soon as they try to normal summon something, nope. I say nay. You are but men. But I am Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
And because it destroys the card in order to do it, like you can proc Baby Ceratosaurus, PT Pteranodon, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can combo it off with Lost World, man, you can do all sorts of stuff.
I could have won a tournament if I hadn't forgotten that they could just flip the cards back face up.
Oh yeah, there was a tournament she played with like some other kids, and one of the kids thought as soon as you flip it with Ultimate Conductor, he can flip it face up, but he couldn't because he had summoned it and then it got flipped. Whatever. Go ahead and put the next three also, because they all basically do the same purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baby Ceratosaurus and Petit Pteranodon. I want higher rarity Baby Ceratosaurus, by the way.
Yeah, like give us some cooler looking babies.
Yeah, give me the maximum gold version of this card. I would love that. Anyway, they get your
they get Dinosaur. You can use these for paper tops.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use these for like Oviraptor, Giant Rex,
the rest
literally anything.
Basically, the rest of the stuff you would try to summon.
Nibiru.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Don't leave home without it. Virtual World and Drytrons exist, so
don't leave home without these.
If they leave themselves open to it.
Yep. You
can
slap down the field, nuke their board. It's awesome.
Yep.
Ash Blossom.
And just kind of a standard.
Good to have negate.
Standard hand trap. Yeah. A lot of this is probably the most consistent hand trap in the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this format. The reason I don't run it in my deck anymore. Unfortunately, with this format, you gotta have more than just one negate, one hand trap nowadays. And the Gamma package.
Boom, oh yeah, boom, the Gamma boys.
Bing bang boom. This is probably like, this is my favorite hand trap in the game because you can use it on either turn, and if you do manage to pull it off on your turn, you've got a level 8 synchro just ready to go, which could be used for Cyframe Gamma or Cyframe Lord Omega, or what we will get into soon. Do you ever end up using this?
I almost did, but it got Ash Blossomed.
Oh, got Ash Blossomed.
Dang it.
Dang it.
And I couldn't use it again because I already had a monster on my field.
Nope.
So that sucked.
We're getting his spells. 2 double evolution pills, yep.
Basically, these just summon Tyranno. Like,
yeah.
If you get like a Link Karibo in the graveyard, which if you have Archosaur, which is probably how you're going to get that, you can link off Archosaur, link off Link Karibo into secure Gardena, have a Link Karibo and an Archosaur in the graveyard for double evolution. 1 for 1. That's kind of what we're talking about.
Yep, 1 for 1. Gets Archosaur.
Yep.
Gets Archosaur, gets Aolo. How do you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I've just been pronouncing Aleo.
Mm-hmm.
Fossil Dig.
Fossil Dig.
The card I never seem to be able to draw.
Mm-hmm.
I can never draw this thing.
Everyone wants, probably aside from Miscellaneous Source, this is the one card people are calling to be limited to 1. But see, my issue with that, like, dinosaurs are so easy to choke out anyway. Like, they kind of need everything they can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got Drytrons in Virtual World where, like, okay, so you mess up one thing they do. Well, they've got they got 2 or 3 other different things they can do to get to their end board anyway. So, dinosaurs aren't like that.
Yeah.
Once you if you can hit certain choke points, that's it. They're done.
Yeah, somehow we still managed to escape the ban land for certain cards.
Yeah, I don't think any dinosaurs are going to be on the ban list this time around either.
Let's hope so.
And there's Mystic Mine, just stalls out.
Yeah, if you can't get like certain things, you can pop a Mystic Mine if you have it in your hand by some miracle.
Just stalls. That's all.
And if you don't, if you get it like when you don't need it, it can be kind of bricky though.
Yeah.
So be aware of that.
Yeah.
Lost World.
2 Lost Worlds. You don't really need it, but it's like a extra insurance, I guess you could say, because
Yeah.
you can combo more off of it.
Yeah, it can help you get a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. But mm-hmm. So this puts the Jura Egg token on their side of the field, and as soon as you try to destroy the token, you use this effect, save the token, and pop Baby Ceresaurus or Petit Pteranodon in the deck.
Mm. And Metaverse.
Yeah, finally Metaverse. Just Metaverse.
Yeah.
Puts mine or Lost World on the board.
Yeah. Extra deck time?
Extra deck.
Or side deck? Alright, extra deck, alright. Christian, I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, Halka-Fibrex. Now, you're not... This is like a beginner Dino deck, and you're not getting the full combo off, because I don't have all the pieces. You're missing Auroradon and Deskbot. But...
What's that?
You can still use it to either summon out I don't know why... You could use it to summon out the Jirac Alo, if you somehow...
Yeah.
If you somehow have another tuner, which would be... Gamma can go into this. Gamma and Driver can link into this, and then you can use that summon Alo. If you have the Ash Blossom on the board for whatever reason and another card, you can go into this. So.
How new was Auroradon?
Auroradon came out in Dual Power. No, not Dual Power. Dual Overload. I actually had like 2 copies of it, but I didn't play.
Dinosaurs at the time?
Yeah, I didn't play Dinosaurs at the time. I wish I kept them.
Pentastag.
But I sold them. Yeah, Pentastag is just a potential OTK because it inflicts piercing damage.
I can do something.
Yeah, it inflicts the monster points to inflicts piercing damage, so you put UCT underneath it, and if they have enough monsters, you can burn out quite a lot of damage.
Secure guard. Yeah. Secure guard now.
Just go ahead and put these all. Yeah, because these all work in tandem together.
Yeah, they work together.
So you go into Link Karibo, and then from Link Karibo you go into Secure Guard. Now, so that puts a non-dinosaur and a dinosaur because you're using Archosaur with it in the graveyard, which lets you set up for Double Evolution Pill. That's the only reason Secure Guard is in the deck, though it does nullify damage once per turn. So that's a handy effect. You know, it might come in clutch, but it's not really what you're there for.
Yeah.
Martial Metal Launcher.
Martial Metal
Marcher.
Yeah. Martial Metal
Yeah.
I can't say this. it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Tongue twister.
Honestly, you're not too worried about it in this deck, because like I said, we're missing a couple pieces. So I just pretty much threw it in there for you as deck filler.
Mm.
But once we get the rest of everything we have.
Boral Savage.
Savage Dragon. You have a couple of ways to make this. You can make it with the Gamma package, because Gamma is 2 and Driver is 6, and that will make a level 8 Synchro. If you get Pankratops out, and then you follow that up with a normal summon, or get Alo out somehow on the field. Alo is 1, Pankratops is 7, that makes Borreload Savage. And those are pretty much your 2 only options.
There is another one, but it's not really.
What's your other one?
Well, this is one I came up with, and I tried to tell you, but you were not listening.
I wasn't listening?
Yeah.
Are you sure I wasn't listening?
Maybe.
Okay.
Did not seem like it.
Okay, so what do you do?
The same would be Ash Blossom, Archosaur, and any of your level 4s. But
Yeah,
that wouldn't be as useful as keeping Ash Blossom in your hand.
Yeah, you're right, because Ash Blossom is level 3, Archosaur is level 1, and then you just get a level 4 Dinosaur. Yeah, that's true. It'd be a bit hard to set up, but you're actually right. You're absolutely right.
It's something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's another way if you're trying to show off.
Mm-hmm. Lagias are Solemn Judgment in monster form.
Yeah.
So.
And also you can use it twice.
Yep. And all it needs is 2 level 4 dinos, which you have an abundance of.
Oh yeah, level 4 dinos for the win.
We do not have Dolka, unfortunately. I was not able to get a hold of any, so she's running Lagias.
Tornado Dragon destroys back row.
Mm-hmm. And you got plenty of level 4s.
Oh yeah, we got tons. We got them for days.
Yep.
I don't quite get what this one does, so Dad,
Dugaris.
take it away.
Dugaris the Timeless. Okay, so there's a couple of things you can do with it. One, you could potentially get a nasty OTK with it, because once you discard the 2 materials, you get one of 3 effects. You can either draw 2, discard 1, which that's good, but The big one we're talking about is you discard the 2 and you double the attack of one of your monsters for that turn. But you don't get to attack next turn. But that doesn't matter because your goal is to just finish it off in that turn. So you do that with UCT, and if UCT has enough cards on the board, and if you have Pentastag underneath, you know, it's kind of a lot of if you have, but it's there.
Yeah.
Or heck, if you just have an open shot, you know what I mean? Like if their board is clear of all other monsters, and you know you've got a direct attack going on, and hey, 7,000 damage. That's quite a lot.
Oh yeah, that's done.
Yeah, and then he can attack for the remainder of it. So.
And if their board is clear and you have all this out, you've likely done a fair bit of damage already.
Yeah, you're probably in a position where you already won, to be honest. But like,
yeah, that's just flex power.
It's a bit of win more.
It's just flex power, to be honest.
Yeah, Dugaris can also special summon from the graveyard.
Huh,
but
I had no idea.
What do you miss? Oh yeah, you skip your next main phase one, which that's whatever.
You have main phase 2 for a reason.
Daigarsto Emerald. It's another generic level 4. Lets her shuffle 3 monsters back in the graveyard from the graveyard to the deck and draw 1. That's it. It's pretty much all that does. It's again just extra deck filler. I don't think you ever used any of these guys, did you?
I used the main ones. I've used Borreload Savage.
Yeah, you used Borreload Savage, but you didn't use like any of the XEs other than Logia, did you? Because I know I walked in and I saw you using Logia to stop someone from doing something.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's get into the side deck.
Anti-magic arrows.
Anti-magic arrows. Dinosaurs are generally I would say more of a battle-focused deck, you know, because UCT wants to run over the enemy board and then open it up. So anti-magic arrows, at the beginning of the battle phase, you play this, they cannot activate their back row. So if they were holding on to Dogmatic Punishment or, you know, some other stuff, Dogmatic Punishment is probably the only thing that comes to mind right now. Yeah, they can't use it.
Woo! I forget I even have side deck, so thank you for explaining.
I know! I don't think you ever used the side deck, did you?
I never really do.
3 Twin Twisters. Yeah,
here.
Twin Twisters does you know, it's back row removal. Nothing really else to say there.
I like to call this one anti-ash.
It doesn't work on Ash.
Oh.
It doesn't work on Ash. But if they have like,
does it work on?
If they have, it works on anything that's face up already on the board. So if they have, if they have a board of Dragoon, Borreload Savage, and Appaloosa, I'm not sure how they would do all that, but you know, just in case.
Yeah.
If they got all 3 of those on the board, you play 1 Dark Ruler, no more. None of them can use their abilities.
Ah, I'm confusing with a different card.
Yeah, none of them get to use their effects. You just don't do any damage that turn, which is fine. And it's not once per turn, so if they somehow manage to summon up something afterwards, you can just play another one.
Nice.
Yeah. Artifact Lancia beats Drytrons.
It also beats dinosaurs, but we're on the dinosaur side here.
And yeah, it also does beat the dinosaurs, so you know if you get that mirror matchup, but I think you don't see too many dinos lately.
I see a lot in that one game I play because those are meta in that one game since they don't have Drytrons yet and all that stuff.
And then
drill and lock board.
3 drill and locks.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. Fights against combo decks. So, side, extra, and main. And that was a pretty decently sized tournament too. There was like, okay, so, I think 3 or 4 people dropped out, and there were still, I think when we started it had about 17. Which, I mean, you've been to live tournaments that had more.
Yeah.
But for the online tournaments, that's quite a bit, you know, because I never see them usually go that high. I mean, you know. Except for like their extravaganzas, those ones will go pretty into high count, but you know, whatever. Yeah, you straight up, you would have placed, you would have earned extra prizes if it wasn't for those little numbers on the other side that said instead of 4th, you were 5th. So I'm like, hey, high five.
High five.
High five. Good job. But anyway, that's all we got for you today. This is it's mostly a pretty standard dinosaur deck, but you know, we tweaked a little bit of it to make it easier for, you know, beginners, but hey, like I said, if the points on the right hand side of that matchmaking thing were just a little bit kinder, yeah, you could have placed with this.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. All right, that's all we got for you today, and y'all have a good one.